Thank you. So, I'm asking in if Jess would like me to share. I've been thinking a lot about teaching and teachers, about myself as a teacher. You know, I've been teaching groups since before my son was born, and he is 30 years old now. I love teaching. I've taught things like, I think I told you last week, beautiful bodies, beautiful minds. You know, I've taught jump rope. I've taught children to sing. I've taught A Course in Miracles, 1,001 things in spirit, in the land of spirit. I've taught and helped people compose love letters to their sweethearts. I've taught kids how to write their college essays. And I believe the greatest thing of all that I've taught the greatest thing that I could ever teach is this song within me, this love that I call Jess, this word. It doesn't come from a book. The books help, the words help. There is something in me that begs to be shared. And when you can express it, both through demonstration of this body, when you can express it because your heart feels the intensity, the immensity, the creativity, the beauty of it, and cannot hold that unto itself. This is the greatest teaching. And I can't even say what it is. I could say it's love. I could say it's Jessie. I could say it's my true self. And all of that would be right and true. But it's so much more than those words. It's so much what God is and cannot be put into a little box and spoken as the words of a teacher. It's gratitude and it's passion and it's beauty. And it's a sense of something within me that is so faithful to me, a fidelity unlike anything in this world. It's joy, but it's also the depths of emptiness. It's peace, but it's also excitement, enthrallment, enchantment, magic. It's humble, but it's also magnificent, magnanimous. It's alive. Who can teach this? Who can speak it? Who can pretend that it can be captured in a line in a book, in a Zoom chat room? And yet, he asks that I share. He wants this relationship within of Mary Beth's humanity and this divinity, this dance, this interanimation, this entwined, beautiful, gorgeous coming together in the shelter of the heart, which is God. He wants it to be known because it's not mine alone. And I too, Mary Beth, wants it to be known too. Because to hold on to it, not to share it, is to have it wither, is to have the most gorgeous, gigantic redwood tree wither in the dark without the light of sharing. See, I don't know where these things come from. See, always there's a little voice here going, what are you saying? What is this all about? I want to talk about teaching. I want to talk about the joy of teaching. I want to talk about it because as a teacher of over 30 years, I've made so many mistakes and I have sworn so many times that I would never come back and put myself on the line because you all are going to judge me and you all don't get me. I wonder if that's my Georgia accent. But you do. You do get me because you and I share God's Spirit, Christ, life, love. And so here I am again, vulnerable, not knowing what I'm going to say, not knowing who's going to show up, wondering if I'll have anything at all, asking, please give me something that is pure and clear and true. Teaching is learning. You know that. I've said it in some of the things I've written this week. It's me listening to me. It's me hearing myself. And in the hearing, I notice the contrast, both my ego and the part of me which is pure and beautiful and gracious. Teaching is learning. It gives me the opportunity to tune in to God, right? And then it gives me the opportunity to give. And you know what it's like to give. There's nothing more wonderful in the world than truly giving. So teaching does not mean preaching. It doesn't even mean that you have a classroom. It doesn't mean that you have a Zoom screen. It doesn't mean that you have to have a circle. Teaching is merely entering into a holy encounter with all that you've learned about yourself, with all your spiritual preparations, with all your forgiveness work done, with all the attributes that you've worked so hard to cultivate, with all of the conversations that you've had with your Father or Mary or the Holy Spirit. And then simply, easily giving your love, your hello, your witness to another human being. Seeing there Christ, your brother, a lover, a dear one, extending your blessing, breathing and remembering you're breathing the same beautiful breath. Teaching is giving yourself. And as you're giving yourself, maintaining an awareness of everything that's going on inside you. So that you may come to know your edges and those soft, delicious, wonderful places that are so valuable to you that you want more. Teaching is all about finding your authentic self, your truth, your holiness, by giving it to someone else. And by noticing when you've failed to give it to someone else. Jesus says we're all teachers. We're all teachers of God. And he asks us to be. In A Course in Miracles, he makes that request. He says, I need teachers to fulfill the plan. He says, you have a special function, a unique function in this world. And what is that unique function? It is being uniquely you with those persons, those other human beings who come to you and whom you bless, whom you forgive, whom you love. That's your special function. And nobody can do it like you. Nobody can teach like you because there is not another human being who has the gift of you. All right.